Hello my friends and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you, so thank you so much for joining me today. Now today is July the 2nd, it is a Saturday and it is the day of Saturn. Good colours to wear are black, silver, any kind of rainbow colours. What's really cool actually is this, can you see this? Quite worn now, but this kind of holographic gild. If you could, like that silver holographic, that's very good to kind of wear today. But we do have also some interesting transits. We've got Mercury in Gemini trining Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. So with Mercury in Gemini, and it's trining Saturn, which is in Aquarius, which is retrograde. Saturn is retrograde. This gives us an opportunity to look at old plans, old ideas, things that we put on the back burner a little while ago. Maybe an old idea or something that you worked on a while ago and you kind of left it by the wayside. That is a good thing to think about how you could bring that forward. There is an opportunity for you to bring that forward, for you to bring that into fruition, for you to gain some fresh insight and new knowledge about it. We've also got Mercury in Gemini squaring Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So it seems like your dreams about this, like maybe if there was some kind of, I don't know, I get the idea that you can bring up old ideas and have new thoughts about them, but then there may be a tendency to get carried away with them. That's how I'm kind of interpreting this energy. So artistically, things can work really well, but in a communicative way or in a direct or not so much productive, but if you're trying to do something that's structured, it may not be as fruitful as maybe something more artistic and something that maybe goes against the grain, maybe something that is just a little more left field, a little bit more dreamy, something to do with the art, something to do with the imagination, something to do with the kind of part of your mind that is let free rather than something that is quite structured. So for example, if you were going to do an essay and then you were going to draw a painting or paint a painting, you'd probably have a better time doing the painting today rather than you would doing the essay. But then again, you can do some really cool imaginal exercises around the essay. You can do some like creative exercises around the essay to help you get into the flow of the essay when kind of things are more direct, so that you're able to kind of focus and concentrate on them. But let's see what the cards have to say about it. Today I'm reading with the Mystic Mondays Tarot. I'll be clarifying with the Amenti Oracle cards. So, dear Spirit, what would you like to communicate to us on this July the 2nd? Dear Spirit, what would you like to communicate to us? Three of Swords. Did we get the Three of Swords again last time? Five of Cups reversed. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Reversed. Okay. Dear Spirit, what messages would you like to communicate to the collective today? Ten of Wands. Ten of Swords reversed. Wow. Queen of... Okay. Okay. So, bottom of the deck energy is the King of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Just double checking that that looks all right on the screen. Okay. The first thing that came to me was that somebody is getting out of their comfort zone. But I don't know, with these two queens, which They've got a bit of a tendency to come up like in readings. I've seen them upside down, both of them in readings. I'm not really fond of them. And then we've also got the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Ten of Wands is the right way up. Ten of Swords is reversed. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords reversed. In my eyes, good. Because that means that the pain is coming to an end. That means that things are kind of becoming over. Kind of some stress or something that was happening. Wow, you know what? This is I wouldn't be surprised if this was like it could be a work situation. It could be. Kind of off of the back of yesterday. But I don't see a Seven of Swords here, so it's not like you don't know what's going on. And no moon. And we just had the King of Wands, which says to me, I feel like that was you, the King of Wands, or that's you taking the higher ground. That's the idea of being the king. Because there's no opportunity in this space where you're working with others and you're having to leave a situation. You're having to like move away from that. Excuse me. Because there's just some really not quite nice energy that's going on here. Queen of Wands always reversed reminds me of the Magician reversed. There may be an alliance that is being struck on the back of I wouldn't say quite a breakup, but something that has caused some pain. So it could be two friends that get together. So maybe it was like several friends that were together. And then two people have decided to kind of make an alliance, or two people that used to be able to get along, You know, I never randomly yawn in the day, like ever. The only time I usually yawn is when I am doing, yawn at really weird times is when I'm doing spiritual work. It's the way of the energy releasing. So just to let you know, if you get like an accidental yawn, which I'm going to have another one now. But maybe these two friends were, or maybe these two people knew each other and were friends, but there's no way of being able to start the relationship again. There's no way of being able to, have some kind of spark in the relationship. It's interesting that the Three of Pentacles is here. So it's almost like that says to me it's a situation. Like there's something that's happening that's involving you to have some kind of contact with this person. But it's almost like this person doesn't bring out the best, or this situation, even though it works to some extent, this situation doesn't bring out the best in people. There we go. It doesn't bring the best out. And it's actually, it's heartbreaking, but it's almost like there's a sense of like getting over it. We've got 2 10s, 2 3s. So there's that sense of like collaboration, having to collaborate in a sense where, and it's interesting how we have the 5 of Cups, and with the 5 of Cups, the 3 are upturned. They're down. And we don't have the 3 of Cups here. So what that says to me is that there's a burden in this trio. Particularly with these two queens. It's almost like these two queens. One is manipulative and the other one holds the money. The other one holds the power, basically. They both have power, but in their own ways. And I just feel like this Queen of Wands here is the one who instigates manipulation. Whereas this one is the one that kind of stops any kind of material abundance, wealth. You don't feel that you're safe, basically, with this person. Whereas before you would do. You feel like you could trust them. You feel that they would as Helen from Eye of the Serpent Tarot says, keep the home fires burning, that kind of sense. And she won't be doing that for you. And it does seem to me like it could be a work situation. It could be a situation with friends. But what's really interesting is that from this, there seems to be as I said, like an alliance. I don't know if it's between these two or if it's also, I think it's both. I think it's between these two, like they're finding like maybe some kind of kinship or something, but it's pretty effed up because like with both of them being reversed, I don't know, it seems like a pretty toxic relationship to me. It seems like one of benefit. It doesn't seem to me like one that actually is of any kind of real true creativity. And also with this Four of Wands, it's like the sun reversed. It's almost like a kind of perceived idea of happiness rather than an actual truthful happiness. But these two here, these two cups here tell me that there's more that is on the horizon for the person who's going through this. Because I see these two as influences within like whoever's come to this reading. I see that there are two people. It doesn't have to be male, it doesn't have to be female. Sorry, it doesn't have to be female, could be male. But we've got a Queen of Wands reversed, a Queen of Pentacles reversed. These are two characters which I would put them in the bin if I could. Love and light. But then because they're so kind of stunted in their own creativity. And it's a real burden in being able to deal with them. So there's a sense of like, you know, getting over the idea that you even have to deal with them and walking away from this toxicity. More so these two, which kind of tell me that there's an actual active walking away from it. Anyway, let's have a look at what the Amenti Oracle has to say. Wow, love that. I got the artwork on this deck. I love it. I live in truth. Well, this is it, you know, babes. You don't have to like worry because like I think like if you strive towards the truth, I don't think that things can go any wrong. I don't think that you can go wrong. You know, when people align with or they pretend they believe stories that are pretentious, that are not real, so that it can just be their kind of like their cocoon of belief, of understanding in this world. Let them, you know, let them. Because as long as you remember where you live, how you are, that you reside in truth, that you reside in where you need to be, I think that will really help you to kind of get through the situation. Because I'm not going to lie, it's really shitty. Like you've got the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You're getting over it. But this Ten of Wands, it's like something that you've been trying to understand. It's almost like someone's been trying to like reason with these queens. And it's a lost cause. An absolute lost cause. And you've managed to kind of make it function because you're amazing. But this Three of Swords, you're done with it, you know. You were heartbroken a while ago and now you're done with it. So yeah. So the resolution for this is this is just an ongoing situation. I never see these readings as like something of a resolution. I see it as like a comment on what is happening today and how I can help you deal with that on a day-to-day basis. Because even if I present to you an outcome of something, you have willpower, and willpower has the power to change that, you know? I mean, honestly, I see that these two characters are going to win out. They're going to win out because they're so toxic. The only thing that you're going to win out with is by moving away, which I think you are doing anyway. You're moving away from the situation. And it's a bugger because like you've been trying to like work within the situation, but you've realized that you can't. You can't. It doesn't make you happy. And that's what this is about. It's not about making anyone else happy, is it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did like this reading, please do like it. Please do subscribe for more videos. I am thinking about doing extended on these readings because I could go further. I could go into more deeper kind of aspects of it. If that is something that you would like me to do, please do comment in the box below and I can set that up. But otherwise, you take care, my darlings, and I will speak to you soon. Have a beautiful Saturday. Just to let you know also, today is the day of Dharma, which is DHARMA in the 7 spiritual laws of success. So it's serve others. These are the 3 affirmations. Serve others, discover higher self, unleash your unique talents. So today is a day where you serve other people, where you're able to give something of yourself to other people. You list your unique talents. You think about the things that you can give to other people, the sense of service that you give. And also the things that you can do for other people, which is the sense of service, essentially. And then, serve others, discover higher self, list your unique talents, yeah. So, and then you can discover your higher self in your service to others. Because, you know, it's all about purpose, right, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Take care, my darlings, and I'll speak to you really soon. Take care. Bye.